Hello, sports fans. It is Friday, May the 24th, the year 2013, and as usual, a lot to get to in the sports world, so let's get it going right now. Let's start with the NHL playoffs from last night. Let's start at Madison Square Garden, where the New York Rangers beat the Boston Bruins 4-3 in overtime. The Rangers get a game. Boston still in control of the series, up 3-1. Nice job by the Rangers coming back last night. Boston was up 2-0. You figured the Rangers were dead. Rangers get a fluky goal in the second period to get it to 2-1. Rangers tied in the third at 2. Boston goes up 3-2 in the third. Rangers come back tied at 3. And the Rangers win it in overtime 4-3. Nice job by the Rangers getting a game. Like I said, though, this is Boston's series to lose. I'd be surprised if the Rangers won up in Boston in Game 5, but they are still breathing. Lundqvist, very good the last two games. Lundqvist was shaky in games 1 and 2. He's back to his normal self, been really good in games 3 and 4. I mean, he absolutely stole the series against Washington. He was great in that series. Little shaky the first 2 games of this series. You know, he's got a hurt shoulder as well. Last 2 games, though, Lundqvist solid in net. He has to be, because the Rangers don't score many goals. Lundqvist has to be good in net. He has been the last 2 games. So the Rangers get the W. They're still breathing. Still Boston's series to lose. Also last night in Detroit, the Red Wings beat the Blackhawks 2-0. The Red Wings, the 7 seed, go up 3-1 on the number 1 seed Chicago Blackhawks. What is going on here? The Red Wings beat the 2 seed Ducks. Now they're beating the 1 seed Blackhawks. I mean, I am really surprised by this. When I was watching the Red Wings against Anaheim, a series in which the Red Wings came back 3 different times, I think it was Game 3 in Detroit where Anaheim beat them 5-0. And I'm like, wow, Anaheim's better than Detroit. This is not a great Detroit team. And lo and behold, they win that series, and they are now beating Chicago 3-1. What a great job by Detroit. One of those classic franchises you can never count out. They always find a way. How good has Howard been in net? Tremendous. Fans in Detroit, always good. Chicago, now they have to win 3 in a row against an arch rival. I mean, Chicago had the best record in the NHL. I mean, had home ice in this round, and here they are down 3-1 in major trouble. So this would be a huge disappointment if Chicago went out here. Detroit in total command, up 3-1 right now. Also last night in Los Angeles, the LA Kings beat the Sharks 3-0. They shut them out. Kings go up 3-2 in this series. I'll tell you, the Kings are tough. I mean, the goaltending with Quick is tremendous. They play good defense. They don't give up many goals. They're a tough, physical team. Sharks have not played bad in this series, but the Kings are so tough. Now, it's only 3-2. They go back to San Jose for Game 6. San Jose could definitely win that game. We could go to a Game 7. The Kings are so tough, though. They're showing you why they won the Cup last year. Very tough, gritty team. It's been a good series, this series. Kings are up right now 3-2. Back to San Jose we go for Game 6. Nothing in the NBA last night because, of course, the Western Conference was on a 4-day hiatus for whatever reason. I'm sure television has something to do with it. We don't need 4 days off between San Antonio and Memphis Games 2 and 3. We just don't need 4 days off. So nothing in the NBA last night. Major League Baseball yesterday, very light day in Major League Baseball yesterday. Pittsburgh beat the Cubs. Pittsburgh is now 29-18. They are taking advantage of a soft schedule, playing really nice ball, Pittsburgh. Also last night, Toronto beat Baltimore. Detroit rallied from 6-3 down to beat Minnesota. Cabrera, another home run. Cleveland beat Boston. Francona back to Fenway Park. Cleveland is doing a great job this year. I never thought they'd be this good. They are doing a nice job. And the Angels beat Kansas City. The Angels starting to show some signs of life this week. They beat up on Seattle. They take the first game here against Kansas City. Maybe the Angels are starting to creep closer to playing better ball, starting to show some signs. Now, they got a long way to go. They dug themselves a big hole. Had a nice week, though. So that was kind of some of your doings in Major League Baseball last night. Okay, as far as what to watch over your big Memorial Day weekend, let's go through the list. We got a lot to watch over the weekend. As far as your NBA, tonight we have Eastern Conference Finals Game 2, Indiana at Miami. After Indiana let one slip away the other night on the LeBron James layup at the buzzer. I mean, I think Miami's going to win tonight. I don't know if Indiana's going to get a better chance to win a game in Miami than they did in Game 1. That game could come back to bite them. So Game 2 tonight, Indiana at Miami. Tomorrow, Saturday, San Antonio at Memphis, Game 3. Finally, after a 4-day break. Then Sunday, you have Miami, Indiana, Game 3. Monday, you have San Antonio, Memphis, Game 4. That is your NBA menu. All those games are night games, by the way. Friday, in your NHL tonight, you have Ottawa at Pittsburgh. That's Game 5. Pittsburgh looking to wrap it up. Saturday, you have New York at Boston. Rangers trying to stay alive. Force a Game 6. Also, Game 5, Detroit at Chicago. Chicago trying to stay alive. Sunday, Pittsburgh at Ottawa, if necessary. That's if Ottawa wins tonight. Then you have LA at San Jose, Game 6. That's a very nice game. Monday, Memorial Day, Boston at New York, if necessary. And Chicago at Detroit, if necessary. You could have 2 Game 6s. You might not have anything on Monday. That is your NHL. Over to your Major League Baseball, and we have a lot to cover in Major League Baseball. We have series going from Friday to Sunday, then new series on Monday. And wait till I get to Monday's lineup with all the rivalries. Let's go through the Friday to Sunday matchups in Major League Baseball real quick. Philadelphia at Washington, Baltimore at Toronto, Minnesota at Detroit, Cleveland at Boston, Cubs at Cincinnati, Atlanta at the Mets, New York at Tampa, Miami at the White Sox, Angels at Kansas City, Pittsburgh at Milwaukee, Oakland at Houston, San Diego at Arizona, Texas at Seattle, St. Louis at the Dodgers, Colorado at San Francisco. That's your baseball series the next few days. Now Memorial Day starts, new series. Wait till you see the rivalries they have stacked up for you on Memorial Day. I mean, what a bunch of nice rivalries in baseball. Now, I know some of these teams are not playing well, but still, you gotta love rivalry baseball on Memorial Day. I mean, it just fits. It's just really good stuff. All right, here's your Memorial Day lineup. Baltimore at Washington, tremendous rivalry. Pittsburgh at Detroit, very underrated series. Cleveland at Cincinnati, another tasty rivalry, especially with Cleveland playing so well. St. Louis, Kansas City at that beautiful ballpark in Kansas City, another nice rivalry game. Minnesota, Milwaukee, okay, not much there. Colorado, Houston, not much there. Miami, Tampa, I mean, not much of a rivalry considering how bad Miami is. Texas plays Arizona in Arizona, a doubleheader on Monday. Strange schedule here. Texas plays at Arizona, a doubleheader on Monday. Then these teams have a day off Tuesday. Then they play Wednesday and Thursday in Texas. So bizarre schedule between Texas and Arizona. San Francisco at Oakland on Monday, another good rivalry. San Diego, Seattle, and not so great. Atlanta, Toronto, not so great. Philadelphia up in Boston at Fenway Park, you gotta love that. Cubs at the White Sox, always entertaining. Yankees at the Mets, always entertaining. And the Dodgers and the Angels, always fun, even though both teams are struggling. Angels are starting to show some life, though. So if you want to watch some baseball, Memorial Day with all these rivalry games is the day to do it. Okay, also over the weekend, the Indy 500. Indy 500. I mean, I don't expect you guys to watch the whole race, but you might want to peek at it for a while. I'm picking Marco Andretti to win the race. Also, before the race, you have to hear Jim Neighbors sing Back Home in Indiana. That is classic stuff before the race. Jim Neighbors sings the song Back Home in Indiana. It will give you goosebumps. Great stuff. Take a peek at the Indy 500. Also, you want an event that maybe some of you are not too familiar with that is absolutely exciting. The College Lacrosse Final Four is this weekend in Philadelphia. Every time I watch this event, it is very exciting. The games come down to the wire. They go to overtime. I know here in the Northeast, lacrosse is big. I know some places, other places in the country, it's not so big. Take a peek at the College Final Four lacrosse over the weekend. On Saturday, there's 2 games, Cornell, Duke, Denver, Syracuse. Then the winners play on Monday in Philadelphia. Check it out. You will love it. These games come down to the wire. They are very exciting. It is riveting stuff. I mean, I know a lot of you are not familiar with lacrosse, not big lacrosse fans. Definitely take a peek at it. Cornell, Duke, Denver, Syracuse on Saturday. Winners play on Monday in Philadelphia. Believe me, trust me, I wouldn't steer you wrong. It's exciting stuff. Also, you have the Champions League final in soccer. The 2 German clubs are playing for the Champions League final over in London. You might want to check that out if you're a soccer fan. Also, if you wanted to see a movie over the weekend, 2 new movies come out today. You have The Hangover Part 3. Now listen, we all loved Hangover Part 1. I think we're in agreement The Hangover Part 2 wasn't good at all. I mean, and now Hangover 3, I mean, we're really asking for it now. It's hard to duplicate, The Hangover 1, and now we're on the 3rd one. I read one review on this. They gave it 1 star. That's only one person's review, though. To me, I would be surprised if this was any good, but I'm going to check it out anyway just because I loved the first one. I did hate the second one. We'll see about the third one. I have bad expectations for this one. Also, Fast and the Furious 6 is out. I can't believe we're up to 6 in this series. I liked Fast and the Furious 1. I don't know what you get in 6 here. I read one review on this also. They gave it 2.5 out of 4 stars. That's pretty decent. Problem with Fast and the Furious, the series, I liked the first one. I think everyone liked the first one. Then the second and the third one, Vin Diesel wasn't in it. The third one, nobody was in. Vin Diesel wasn't in the second one. He was off doing his comedies or something else. Then he came back for the fourth one. But by that time, the plot had gotten so crazy, it's hard to catch up with the plot. They went so nuts in the second one because Vin Diesel wasn't in it. Then nobody's in it in the third. Then Vin Diesel comes back in the fourth. Now we're up to the sixth one. I don't know what you're going to get in this. It looks pretty entertaining as far as the stunts and the cars and all that kind of stuff. To me, that's probably going to be better than The Hangover 3. We shall see. So if you want to go to the movies this weekend, Hangover Part 3, Fast and the Furious Part 6. Also, I caught one movie on DVD. I caught Gangster Squad. That is with Sean Penn, Josh Brolin, Ryan Gosling, Nick Nolte, Emma Stone. A lot of stars in this movie. I was pleasantly surprised. I thought this was going to be a terrible movie. Most of the write-ups I read on this movie were not good. I stay 0 to 4 stars. I'd give it 2.5. That's pretty decent. That's better than I thought it was going to be. It's based on true events. It's about, Sean Penn's playing a mob guy, and a secret crew of police people are going after him, led by Nick Nolte and Gosling and Brolin. So basically, Nolte, Gosling, and Brolin are going after Sean Penn, and Emma Stone is the girlfriend of Sean Penn, and Gosling is having an affair with her, and all that kind of stuff. You got some good action sequences in it. Sean Penn's great in everything. Gosling's good. Emma Stone's good. Nick Nolte's good. Josh Brolin I like. He's good in everything. So Gangster Squad, I give it 2.5 out of 4. Not bad. If you're looking for something on DVD, I would go with Gangster Squad this weekend. It is kind of a new release. So there you go. You guys are all caught up as far as your sports, movies, all that kind of stuff. You guys, enjoy your Memorial Day. I hope we get some decent weather. Here in the Northeast, we're going to get rain for the next couple days. I hope wherever you are, the weather is better than what we're getting. You guys stay safe. Most important, stay safe. If you go out and, and you're partying, please do it responsibly. Stay safe this weekend. Enjoy the games. Try and catch some of these games. There's a lot of them. NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs, Major League Baseball. Major League Baseball on Monday is to die for with all those rivalries. Indy 500, Lacrosse, soccer. You got movies. You got all sorts of things to do this weekend. Enjoy everything. You guys stay safe. Thanks for the support. I will be back with you Tuesday. We'll recap everything that went on the next few days. You guys enjoy the games. Stay safe. Take care.